Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Teach, Sleep, Repeat. My name is Dylan.
And my name's Hayden.
This week we're back again with your questions. Hayden, where can they submit their questions?
They can submit the questions through the WhatsApp community, which they should join.
Down below, there's a link in the episode description. Join, it's free. You get messages from us, you get links for new episodes, and importantly, you get that form to submit your questions where every single one of these questions has come from today. First things first, elephant in the room. What are you doing?
I'm recording a podcast right now. You?
Yeah, why are you wearing that tie?
Oh, someone online said I didn't look smart enough to be a teacher. So I thought I'd up my game. Unlike some who are sat here in their shorts and t-shirts. I'm wearing lovely chinos and a tie.
I tell you what, I'm going to instantly take you much more seriously now. It's so important you always have a tie on.
Is it?
No. Right.
Okay.
Anyway, first things first. I've kind of hijacked this slightly because I did a little quiz for you.
Sound like you?
So I read last week. That bar for me talking was quite high. So back to me doing the questions this week. So you get a chance.
I get a chance to talk.
But I've made a quiz for you. I want people to play along at home. It's an acronym quiz.
Oh.
So as we know, teaching is full of these different letter acronyms that mean different things.
Yep.
It's like watching an episode of Line of Duty half the time, just trying to get AC12 into this, that, and the other. So I've got some of the most used teacher acronyms.
Oh, God.
I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to read to you these acronyms. And what I want you to do is, if you know what it is, shout out. And if you don't, you have to just say pass and we'll move on and we'll see how many you can get.
Oh, God. Okay.
You ready?
Okay. I feel like
Can you predict? I want you to predict one that's going to come up.
PPA.
Okay, cool. Right, let's find out. So 1 minute, play along at home, see how many you get. 60 seconds, let's see how many you can get through.
Okay.
I think I've got about 22.
Oh, no.
So,
I hope I don't embarrass myself. I think I will.
This is where we find out you actually have never taught.
I just say that. People say acronyms to me and I'm like, yeah, I'll get that done. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, let's find out. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Off we go. 1 minute starts now. PPA.
Okay. Planning, preparation, and assessment.
ECT.
Means new. Oh my God, what is it? Yeah, early careers teacher.
Correct. QTS.
Qualified teacher status.
ITT.
Initial teacher training.
CPD.
Oh my God, I don't know. It means the PD means professional development. Career pass.
PGCE.
Postgraduate certificate in education.
Correct. SEN.
Special educational needs.
Correct. HLTA.
Higher learning. Is it higher learning? Higher learning TA. Higher learning teaching assistant.
TLR.
Teaching and learning responsibility.
Correct. SLT.
Senior leadership team.
Good. PTFA.
Parent and teacher. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know what the F is. Parent and teacher form trust.
No, PSL.
Designated safeguarding lead.
Good. SATs.
Standardized assessment tests.
That's your time.
Oh, man.
I had a load more.
Oh no, I'm so slow. What is PTFA? I can't.
Parent Teachers Friends Association.
Oh, friends. I realised that. You know when you're like, I've never thought about the F.
Brilliant. I had so many more. I really overranked how many you've had.
No, how many more?
So that's really interesting. And let me know how you got on at home. That was my first one there. I think you did a solid 6 out of 10 job there.
Yeah, I mean, what did I actually get?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
Hopefully more than 6 out of 10.
We'll find out in post-production. We might not. We might never know.
That was a good quiz. I felt really on the spot. I'm glad I knew most of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have known all of them. I definitely should have known all of them, but... You know.
It's the thing with acronyms sometimes. They become like words.
Yeah.
And even if you don't necessarily know what they mean.
I know the meaning of it.
You gotta know what it is.
Like, yeah, it's like a thing by itself.
Exactly.
Right?
Like ECT was the perfect example.
Yeah, I know.
ECTs, we weren't ECTs, we were NQTs.
Yeah.
And I bet you could probably tell us what an NQT
newly qualified
was.
teachers.
Right. So that was really funny.
I suddenly realised that, ECT replaced newly qualified teacher in my head.
Yeah, so
and I was like, but ECT
one.
doesn't mean newly qualified teacher. I was like, I don't actually know what that means. So then I had to think about it. Early careers teacher.
Yeah. Anyway, Hayden, do you want to read us the first one? I am going to read. Don't worry this week. I mean, you're doing well in your progress, but why don't you read us the first question from one of our listeners?
Hopefully it's better than last week as well. So here we go.
What, your reading or the questions?
My reading and also my ability to input in the conversation if you don't just talk for the entire time. So.
Well, I thought you were ripping our lovely listener questions there.
Absolutely not. I'd never do that.
Off you go.
Here we go. How do you get parents to read with their children? Reading has the biggest impact on children's learning, and it feels like once they hit Key Stage 2, parents stop caring. We've tried parents' meetings, showing them the impact, but for one reason or another, some legit, but mostly because they can't be bothered, they will not read with them. Whisper, whisper gold. You can solve it.
Wait, I get a whisper gold if I can solve it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to solve this immediately. That's all I've ever needed. 10 years of teaching, I'm worrying how to get kids to read at home. But if you dangle a whisper gold in front of me,
maybe that's the solution.
Yeah.
With everyone.
That's it.
Done.
Every book, whisper gold.
Next question.
Cadbury's, get on the blower. We're going to make it happen. My first thought to this is always this is from Bob. When you read questions, hey, and you say who's
Bob Sherry, thank you.
Just I would say to this person, the fact they're doing all of this is almost enough, and it's really, really frustrating. I'm sure it's not what you want to hear, Bob, when you're asking for help, and we can go through a million different ways of incentivizing reading, etc. Giving children the opportunity to read as much as possible, exposing them to different genres. Loads of stuff we can do, and accepting reading in its different forms. We've always talked about reading. I used to love reading reports from the football at the weekend. That was reading. I sat and read my newspaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Like my gut with this is always that it's such an easy thing for teachers to beat themselves up about when they do genuinely not have as much control as we'd like.
Yeah, I can summarize your answer with an acronym for a start. IDK. That's still a long-winded way of saying I have no idea, mate. Actually, Bob, crack on doing what you're doing because I don't have anything else to input.
NGL, IMO, CBA.
Yeah, no. In all seriousness, I'm going to join in now and also make myself look like a fraud because I think realistically there is just a cap. Like you said, I think the best thing you can do as a teacher is just foster that love of learning in your classroom. You cannot control the home. You just can't. You're not actually the parent. I know sometimes we feel like it because we're so involved in the children's lives and we do so much for them and we are so genuinely interested in developing them. But there is a limit. You can do the parents' evenings. If they don't show up, they don't show. You can't go to the parents' house and be like, "Oi, get to this parent meeting. I'm going to tell you how important reading is." There is just a point where you can't do anymore. So all you can do is what you can control, which is in the classroom. Make reading the forefront of everything you do. Make it an amazing thing. Encourage kids to enjoy reading as much as you can, so that they can go home and hopefully develop that love themselves. And just it's irregardless almost of other factors and parents and things.
I always I cringe a little bit, and I'm sure you do too, because you said before how when you were younger you didn't really like reading.
Yeah, not really.
And we've spoken a lot about, can we make people love reading? No, we just can't. If you really don't like it for whatever reason, that's fine. That's okay. But yeah, it's an academic thing. It is just rooted in fact that the more you read, the more likely you are to succeed academically and get on in life with your qualifications, etc. And we want children to read as much as possible. I always found in my whole time teaching, the people who cared the most about the kids, the people who understood how important reading was, the people who pushed themselves to their limits to try and get kids to do as much as possible, were the ones who were already doing enough. Were the ones who were already, by definition, cared so much that they'd beat themselves up over stuff out of their control. And it's such I hate that the fact that the people doing the most for reading are the people who end up annoyed at themselves because they think, what else can I do?
Yeah.
And it's really hard to let go sometimes and just say, this is all I can do. I am doing what I can do. And yeah, when the outcome is children don't read as much, that's frustrating. But I think honestly, sometimes realistic just to say, we're doing this, and this. What more can I do, guys?
Yeah, I agree. But there's still levels to it. I mean, you sort of said, we've said before that you can't make someone love reading. You can't actually do that. Do you know what I mean? But what you can do is foster an environment where the probability of them liking it is as high as possible.
Yeah.
So that's kind of if you can just accept that you're just increasing the probability. It's never going to be 100%. It's impossible to be that. But do as much as you can. Do those parents' evenings. Have awesome library trips in your school, within your school, or even to your local library. Have a really cool book corner and get the kids to write reviews and recommendations for certain books, and just really foster a love of reading. And you're just going to increase the probability that those children, regardless of their home life, will pick up a book and enjoy reading. And as a teacher, that's a good thing. And
the sad thing is when you do all of that stuff, you feel like you're not quite there still. I think everyone feels that always. And then you think, well, what's the point then? I'll cut back. And it's like, no, because then you're lowering that possibility again.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, not getting 100% doesn't mean you aren't doing the right thing. I think that's what I'd say to you, Bob. And I hope, I've qualified for a Whisper Gold because I've not had a Whisper Gold in a few weeks now.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Isn't that sounds like you said that as if that's such a tragedy.
A few days.
I've not had a Whisper Gold in a few weeks. Also, sorry, can I just reference this again? I'm sorry for people that aren't watching. Why you? I've never seen you drink. I've just realised you're drinking a cup of tea.
Yeah.
You'd never drink tea. Why are you drinking a cup of tea? I've put a tie on, and you think, oh, I better drink a cup of tea then. What are you doing?
Listen, we've been told that it's not very professional, certain things.
You can't use that.
What do teachers do other than wear ties and drink tea? My whole life as a teacher, always people would they just assume you have hot drinks, like that's how you get by. I was like, what hot drink do you have? Oh, I don't really. Hot chocolate. I don't have a And I just felt a bit rough this morning.
Oh.
Felt run down, and I thought I need something warm in me.
Mm-hmm.
Tea, honestly, doesn't taste good, but you know what? It's warm.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I'm 15 years behind here. I'm 32 years old. Getting to the point where I'm like, oh, tea does get cold quick, doesn't it?
It does,
all them teacher memes of haven't got a chance to drink my tea, and I was always like, I get it. This is cold tea, and it's like it's served its course.
He finally gets it. You make no sense though, because simultaneously you're drinking a hot tea because you got to be warm. You're in shorts.
Yeah.
And a t-shirt. Shorts? You are. They're short. I can see a lot of your thigh right now.
Here we go. I'm going to stand up.
Eyes.
I'm going to stand up. Anyone watching? Are these shorts? Hey, then talk us through it.
Yeah. Okay.
What makes these shorts?
Dylan stand. Okay. Oh, fine. They're not short. All right. Look, he stood up and they've dropped down. They've drooped down to his knees. But when he was sat there, I could see his thighs all the way up right to the bit where it starts becoming your skin gets a bit lighter.
Don't pretend you didn't.
I can see it again. I don't know if you just do.
See, your skin gets lighter.
Yeah,
the sun's never seen there.
Knows there's a bit of your thigh where it's like, whoa.
Hayden's seen more of my leg than the actual sun.
Yeah, but good job you got your cold tea. You wouldn't want to get cold, would you, in your shorts and t-shirt in this cold room?
My throat needed to be warm. My knees didn't. All right, shorts and hot tea. Right, next question.
Tea in it. Last time you had that mug, there was Fanta in it.
There is Fanta. There is genuinely tea, and I'm starting to regret my choices.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. What's the strangest thing you found in your teacher bag at the end of the week? Bonus points if it's not yours.
Well, there's a bit of a problem with this question.
Bold of you to assume I had a bag.
Yeah, I did have a bag for maybe my first year of teaching. I
remember that bag.
Do you remember my man bag?
Huge bag, the leather fold thing.
Yeah, folds up, and it just had honestly just rubbish in it. I remember there's just got to a point after my first year of teaching where I was like, why have I been taking this bag in every day? Because it's got random paper in it, a notepad that I don't use. And my diary, and I can just leave my diary here.
That notepad, all the acronyms in that you have to learn.
All the acronyms.
Stop learning them.
I stopped learning them. And so basically, I spent vast majority of my career not actually bringing in a bag in any way. I just bring in my lunch, chuck it in the fridge.
Do you remember turning up to school? How many people would be like, "Where's your bag?" I don't have one. Don't have one. What's in your bag? And they were like, "Oh, my keys. Got my keys."
Yeah, it's in my pocket. Yeah. I've got this important thing. Okay, mine's on my desk.
Yeah, my laptop stayed at school.
Yeah.
So I didn't
I've got all the policies that I need to read for the school. Cool. I don't read the policies. I don't do that.
You've got this policy to sign. That's the same sheet of paper that you've had for every year for the last 6 years. It's 84 pages long.
Yeah.
Maybe you read all that policy.
That is so funny. I tell you what though, I can think of something for you that's it doesn't answer this question, but it makes me laugh because the amount of times
what a theme in this question and answer.
Where
someone asks a question and we answer a completely different thing that we want to talk about. What's the weirdest thing you found in your bag?
Yeah, it's something completely unrelated. It's something that I feel like you're going to agree because you go home with something. It's not in your bag, but you go home with something all the time, and I always think, what is wrong with him? Why does he not remember this? Dylan goes home with a pencil or a pen, sometimes two, on his ear/ears. Honestly, 3 out of the 5 days a week when we're full time.
It's every day.
Why is it on your ear all the time?
First thing, you never know when you're going to need a pen. As a teacher, you never know when you're going to need a little pen. Just go, let me just.
I can accept that.
So that's my kind of nod towards live feedback in the moment. Because they're like, I wish I could write this down right now. I can, because I could just go to my ear, boom, pen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want a pen, you want a pencil. That's where the other ear comes in. So you got a pen on one ear, pencil on the other ear. Issue came when we marked in green pen in our school, specifically green pen.
Yeah.
And if a lesson was covered, we had to mark it in black pen. Do you remember? It was just so you could just see if the teacher was out or not. And my job share would have tested this. I remember sending my job share a picture one half term where I was like, I'll just sort through some stuff. And this is not exaggerating. I had 23 green pens. 23 green pens in my home and my car that I put together.
Oh my God.
Because every single day, it came to the end of the day when I wanted to do some marking, I was like, I haven't got a green pen. have to go and get a green
Get a
pen
new
from
one.
someone, put it in my ear, go home,
Yeah,
leave it at home,
yeah.
obviously, because I had my evening, and then I go back the next day, like, green pen. Had to go and find a green pen.
So
I
funny.
reckon, you know, I've not worked in that school since July now. I reckon I've still got at least 15 green pens somewhere in this house.
Probably, yeah. I could probably walk around and just find some.
Yeah.
I'll do it after this. I'll
Yeah.
take them all back.
In fact, the
So I'm
other
a
day
good
I wrote something on my calendar in green pen, and there's only one page green pen's coming from.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the school
Those
that I used to
specific
work
ones.
at.
Yeah, that's actually called theft. So I don't know why you're laughing. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's funny. Schools, the budgets are already low, and you're sat here on a podcast joking about how you stole all their pens.
No, listen, again,
Disgusting.
everything I do is backed up by my belief in that.
Yeah, all right.
Written marking's pointless, and what colour you mark in doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I used to mark sometimes in a green pencil. I'd find a pencil
Because you couldn't find your
I couldn't
pen.
find a green pen.
Because they were all on your ears.
And if I couldn't find a green pencil, I'd just mark in whatever was there.
That is another thing, by the way. The amount of times you have said to me, you got annoyed because you get frustrated because you can't find your pen, and it's literally on your ear at the time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Oh, have you seen my pen, Dylan? Look at your face. I love how you invented, like, you wore trousers, right? But you invented pockets on your face.
No.
You were like, no. Couldn't possibly have a pen in the pocket that's designed for it. I need to put it on my face pocket, which is my ear, and
This is
forget
why
about it.
When my colleagues used to say who wore dresses, they're like, dresses never have pockets. I was like, I don't use my pockets.
Yeah.
On my ear.
I didn't
I used
see
to put
pens on
glue
their
sticks.
ears.
But I used to have kids in my class who'd roll their sleeves up and put something behind their ear and go around saying, "Oh, Mr. Price." Because I used to always roll my sleeves up and something behind my ear. So there was one point where I went to see how far I could go with putting stuff behind my ear in the lesson. We probably should have been doing geography or something.
Yeah.
But I went, it's boring. Let's do something else. So I got the pen out and I put a glue stick behind my ear. Obviously, a big Pritt stick. Stayed.
What?
And they were like, "What?" I ended up trying to put books on there and stuff.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And then it finished with me taking a mic, and I picked up my teacher chair and pretending to put it on my ear.
Nice.
Cue the raucous laughter. Didn't get any work done. Went home happy. Jobs are good.
Yeah. All back in at break time tomorrow. Finish your work. You've been ridiculous. You've not worked hard enough today, guys. Turn it all back on them. Toxic.
So what is the weirdest thing you found in your teacher bag?
Yeah, well, again, I don't remember how to teach about. I'll tell you what. Do you remember the knife incident? This is to do with a bag.
Yeah.
Do you remember the knife
on.
incident? It was a few years ago. It sounds really dramatic, me saying the knife incident.
Well, I think
mean,
it's
it is
not
kind of
going to get
dramatic.
any less dramatic.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, nothing crazy happened. But I taught a kid. This must have been like 5-6 years ago now, and they came in, and in their school bag, it turns out they had a knife. That alone, it makes you think, oh my god, this is awful. This is like police involved. And
What
everything.
kind of knife? Like not a butter knife.
No, like a proper a proper kitchen knife, as in like you might
Yeah.
be slicing a steak with or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of a steak. Cutting a bit of meat or something. And it turns out though, like long story short, this child brought in a knife because their mum had pissed them off so much that this kid was really clever that they wanted to get their mum in trouble. They wanted to get mum. They knew having a knife in their bag would be like a phone home and this is awful. That's the only reason they did it.
I'll tell you what, that's horrendous.
I know.
Like
That's awful.
but like I know, looking back, because nothing happened and it was fine, etc.
Yeah.
It is quite a funny story. But like, holy moly, it's one of a better phrase. Like, did just bring a knife.
Yeah, I
into
know.
school.
Yeah, we took. I mean,
like, it doesn't matter.
I don't want to play down how
Yeah.
seriously we took.
Yeah, it was really
we
serious.
took it unbelievably serious because we
Yeah.
took it at the time as when a child said
Yeah.
someone's got a knife in their bag. We immediately thought, okay, well, knives. People take knives places to do really bad things with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, it's
so we
horrendous.
assumed that was going to be the motive and the,
Yeah.
the intent of
It
the
almost
a
doesn't
knife.
matter. The fact is, there was a knife in the school.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if the knife was bad, there's a kitchen knife in the school.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in the same way, you're doing cooking or something in the afternoon, you would just leave a knife on the side.
No, God,
no
no.
matter what the intention was, it's just daft. That's wild.
Yeah,
I
mad.
don't really remember that being the reason. I just remember it vaguely happening and it being a
So
big thing.
this
Wow.
this kid had done something like that before. Like they were unbelievably clever, and they just knew they would
Just trying to be manipulated,
yeah,
basically, yeah.
literally. But before they'd done it before, but not with a knife. They'd done it with the TV remote. So the same.
Oh,
thing
that got
happened. It was really funny though because she basically said, "Yeah, Mum's gonna be well annoyed because she really wants to watch a program this morning." And I've took the TV remote so she can't turn it on.
Now that is more harmless and funny, isn't it?
That's so funny. And obviously you can't. You've got to take it serious at the time. But
Imagine
yeah,
taking your car keys or something.
cracked me up.
annoying.
Yeah, literally just to
That's
annoy her
kind of
mum.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to start taking stuff for yours just to annoy you.
You do already. You already do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, Dylan comes around. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna vent now about Dylan. We've got a little sign on our wall.
Right.
Okay.
Context.
What?
The reason I do it is to teach you a lesson. Don't have any of this live, laugh, love stuff nonsense.
Yeah.
And you're not that
It doesn't
kind
say
of
live,
guy.
laugh, love. It says let's stay home. Brilliant, stay
I love
home.
how you got it in COVID time as well.
Yeah.
Like, let's stay home. Can't go, got choice, mate.
We had to. Is there anything you could buy, actually? It was doing really well, flying off the
It
shelves.
was actually government propaganda. You got for free
Yeah.
from Boris Johnson.
But anyway, it's 3 separate pieces for each word. And every time Dylan comes around, at some point after he's gone, I realise that one of the 3 pieces is just not on the wall anymore. And he's hidden it somewhere, or he's taken it.
Yeah.
Bloody annoying.
It's more funny when I take it. Because you look for it. And
It was funny the first
car.
4 times.
It's weird because when I do something, I have to keep doing it.
Yeah, after the 20th time, while she's like making Mario noises on the way out, I'm like, oh, Dylan.
Let's home.
Dylan.
Stay home.
Ah.
Let's stay.
Yeah, you've done every combination.
Every combination. It reminds me of that meme of Richard Attenborough in Jurassic Park. When he goes, welcome to Jurassic Park. Welcome to Park.
That is one of the all-time best memes ever made.
To home.
Let's home.
Brilliant.
Oh, anyway.
So yeah, Richard Attenborough is the weirdest thing I found in my bag.
Yeah, same.
Next question. Have you ever had to involve your union in your career? I've been a member of the NEU since I was training and never needed them in my 8 years in the trust. My MAT is very anti-union, but I'm having an issue for the first time in my career, so I have reached out. They are offering to contact my head and CEO for me, but I'm scared to actually involve them in case it makes my workplace a harder place to be because of it. Any advice?
Thank you for writing that in, because that, I think, is something a lot of people will resonate with, and I'm not going to say that it's not hard. So firstly, I've never had, I don't know if you have, I've never had to use the union in my career. But I know people that have, and obviously we've spoken to lots of people that have as well. I completely understand, and it's so easy. Sometimes me and Dylan will sit here and be like, yeah, just do this black and white thing. They've done something wrong. Get your union involved. But it is more complex than that, because you do know that when you get union involved, obviously they're going to take it. They're going to take it some way, aren't they? Particularly if the MAT is already very anti-union, which already screams alarm bells at me. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that would almost make it easier, I think, in my head, because I'd be like, okay, I can justify this as this is a toxic place to work if they're already anti-union. Like, I'm not bowing down to this. This is rubbish. I'll show them. I'll teach them. I'll get the union involved. So I get it. I think you should do it though. Like, my honest advice there is, don't be like, if you back out because you're like, I don't want them to react weirdly to me. I'm like, you're basically just falling in line to what they're like. They're anti-union for a reason.
That's why, yeah.
Like you kind of almost need to absolutely not do that. You need to be like, no, I'm getting unions. I don't care if you're anti-union, because they're nothing to do with you. They're to do with me. You're anti-union because you want to control me. I'm saying no thanks. That's why I'm getting them involved. So I would do it. Maybe you just need to have a tricky conversation with the CEO and be like, look, I've had to get my union involved for this reason. They're gonna be in contact with you because they know what they're talking about. But I appreciate you might not like this interaction, but I'm also not liking the insert whatever it is that you've had to get your union involved over in the first place. And you just got to have that. You just got to be brave for a bit, haven't you, and just have that really awkward, tricky conversation.
Yeah, it's easy. Like, when you talk about getting your union involved, I think a lot of the time people think of, oh, it's now separate to me. The union are involved and will sort this out for me. There's no way of doing something like this anonymously.
Yeah.
If you've got to the point where you think the union have to be involved, I'm afraid that also comes with the point of you have to be letting your CEO and your MAT understand that you have a problem.
Yeah.
Like, it can't just take everything off your hands in that respect. So it's not easy. Absolutely not. And that's why I think getting the union involved is a huge step, because to me, what it means is I've reached the point where I need to talk out about this. I'm going to put my neck on the line anyway because it's so bad. Whilst doing that, I might as well have the support of my union. I don't think using a union can be seen as something as a get out of jail card, in terms of I get to maintain my work life, my work relationship with my uppers. You don't, because by definition, you're going to be challenging them.
Yeah.
So I think I completely get why someone would be wary and scared to involve them, because it probably will make your workplace a harder place to be in.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
awkward.
That's the nature of it. And, when leadership are actively anti-union, my argument would be they're already making it an awkward place for you to be, because by definition, they're almost starting you off on the back foot and saying you're wrong immediately for being part of a union.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't even part of a union for a long time, I seem to remember.
No, a couple of years at the start of my career.
What made you join?
It was, do you know what? Being completely honest, I was just naive, and I got schooled on Facebook genuinely by someone, because I can't remember the exact context, but there was a post on maybe like a teacher group.
Yeah.
And I was just naively saying, no, I'm not joining a union. It's way too expensive.
Even when you were training, and it was free. It's free for the first year, isn't it?
I think I was in one when it was like £1.
And then you didn't renew.
And then I just didn't renew because
Right.
it was like 200 something. I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't need a union. I'll be fine, sort of thing. And yeah, a couple of years in, someone else was like, because I was taking it from a very selfish perspective. I was like, no, I work in a school, it's all right. Like, it's all going to be good. Nothing's going to happen. If it does happen, shame, it's my fault. Okay, fine. Slap on the wrist. That's me.
Yeah.
And someone else was like, yeah, but unions is not just about you. There's like unions are fighting fights behind the scenes all the time. So you funding a union and you're funding a voice for change.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And they sort of opened my eyes to the kind of wider perspective of why being in a union in teaching is a useful thing to do, even if you don't necessarily think that you're going to need that union.
And no one really thinks they're going to need it.
No.
Like no one's sat there going, well, I'll need this next year because
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be treated awfully. It's like, you don't know
Yeah,
that.
exactly, right? So I was a little bit naive at the time, but I honestly, someone said that to me and I was like, that's flawless logic. I can't even argue with this. And I signed up to union there and then.
The only thing you might argue against, I've seen a lot of people say this, being perfectly honest now and transparent. I've been a part of a union for my whole time as being a teacher. But there are people out there who think the unions are fighting the wrong fights.
That's
doing the wrong things. And you may genuinely well think like, okay, well, this union, do you know what? I don't think my money's being put to good use. I'm not going to be part of this union. You might find other ways to have legal protection, etc.
Yeah.
So when people say that, I'm just like, do you know what? Yeah, crack on.
Equally valid, genuinely valid. Yeah. But if you think the union's like saying the things you think should be said, then it's kind of a no-brainer really to join them.
Definitely. So yeah, I would always say to someone, at least reach out and have a go and talk to them about what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think it can be very useful.
But back to this person, good luck. I think it's a tricky situation. It's no doubt going to make you feel stressed and worried, but
Don't let them win.
Don't let them win. Yeah, genuinely. There's another side to this. Give it a couple of years. Just think about where you'll be in a few years once it's a challenge and the awkwardness is over and whatever. And worst case scenario, start looking around. Now, if the place is toxic and horrible to work in, and this all goes horrendously, and they don't take it well at all, then maybe it's just not the place to be.
Definitely. Awesome. Right, next one. I played tug of war with a class of reception children last year. I'm 33 years old and male. I'd guess I'm stronger than the average man my age. Stronger than you.
Yeah, I'm 33-year-old male, so
you're not the average though.
Way above. Yeah. Way above the average strength.
How many reception age children would you predict you can beat at a tug of war at once?
That's such a good question.
What do you think?
Reception. Oh, I feel like
if it's just one, you'd be swinging around like a hammer.
Yeah, swinging. Yeah,
like Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, regardless if it was a tug of war.
What? There's a tug of war going on?
I thought it was like,
just yeeting a reception kid
spinning around. They love it. They bloody love it. I don't want to sit down.
Reception, very
reception.
young.
They're so small. They're rubbish. They can't even hold the rope. I could take on all 25.
No way.
25. Yeah.
No way. Well, this
20.
person here has given a number.
Oh, okay.
So you think 25?
Yeah, tiny.
Okay, this person.
Hang on. What do you think first?
Well, I know what this guy said, but before I read it, I thought to myself, reception children, average strength, I thought like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Because like, even if you just add up all of their weights, like, and they're not even pulling, I reckon it adds up quite quickly.
I suppose so.
Like, even if they were just like asleep attached to the rope,
like dead weight,
and you were
holding
trying
on.
to drag a whole class, I think you'd struggle to drag the whole class, genuinely.
Yeah.
Even if it was just like in a big, a big sack.
All right, I'm going down from 20. I'm going to 24.
Okay, well, I thought like 15. So this guy has done the research, clearly quite a strong bloke. He got up to 11.
Oh, wow.
11.
That's lower than I thought.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, my ego is too big then.
Clearly. I mean, there's only one way to find out the real answer. Guys, if you work at a local school and can arrange a tug of war with your reception class, get in touch with us because we'll be there.
Can you beat 11? Should we have a leaderboard?
We should have a leaderboard. Do you know, like on Top Gear,
Yeah,
when they have Star on a reasonably priced car?
So we'll start with the Stig. Stig got this guy is Stig now. You got 11.
That's the one to beat.
That's the one to beat.
Definitely. And we should get like every guest we get on the podcast. We just have like we get the reception class in. We play tug of war.
We got a reception class on tap from the local school. They're ready. They're always ready. They love it.
11 does seem low though. Like, to be fair here, before trying, he said he assumed he could beat all of them. He could just have all 30. And I can see why you'd assume that, but he got up to 11.
I think your analogy of like just literally the body mass is probably the best way to think about it.
Yeah.
Because 11 kids is
they're
heavier,
not pulling
heavier
much,
than you,
are
isn't
they,
it?
as well.
Yeah.
Like the pulling is not adding much more to it than them just like really. I don't think.
Yeah.
So 11. Interesting. It's also interesting to know that 12 means they'll beat you. Like 12 more. If you're in a class of more than 12 reception kids, they're stronger than you.
Yeah.
So if they all turned at the same time, if they became sentient and one blob
became sentient, like they are. They're not sentient.
What age do you reach sentience?
I don't know, but definitely before reception.
I'm me. Hello, me. We can all work together to defeat this guy.
So funny. You said that so genuinely. I love it.
And I mean it.
Oh, dear.
Next one. This is from Connor. As you both know, becoming a teacher takes a lot of dedication and training at the start. I'm currently deciding whether to leave my better paying, more relaxed job to pursue a secondary computing science PGCE, as I've always loved the idea of teaching and really enjoyed my work experience in schools. I'm curious, what made you both decide, yeah, I'm going to become a teacher when you first started out? I've made countless pros and cons lists, researched the training routes and done some volunteering, but I'm still torn between a comfortable yet unfulfilling job and a more demanding but meaningful career in teaching. For context, I'm 21, would be looking to apply for a September 27 start. That's a great question.
Yeah, as I say, we've got some good questions today. I think I'll start with he asked us.
What made you want to do it?
What was the moment where we were like, yeah, I want to do this. For me, I volunteered in a school as well. I was also around 21, 22, and it was my local primary school that I went to as a kid, and I just volunteered because I was thinking, I wonder if I would like this. And even at school, I remember one of my teachers had said to me, oh, you probably enjoy teaching. And when an adult says that to you, I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll think about that one day.
Were you in university now? Or were you...
Well, at that point, when I'd just finished university. Right. So I was back home. I didn't really know. I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't want to use the degree I just got, obviously, for the classic
Wait a few years, start a podcast with the film.
Start a podcast, degree, use the film degree for that, yeah. And anyway, I volunteered in the school, and I just remember after like a couple of days, once I started to get to know the class a little bit and the kids became familiar with me. And the teacher I worked with was really lovely as well, and she was someone I knew when I was a kid. So and her child was actually in my class. So we had a nice bond straight away. And I just remember sat with one particular child, and he was really grateful for me just helping him with this really simple thing, and was really nice, and then started talking to me about his life.
What? With this really, really simple, easy thing. Yeah. I couldn't believe how simple and easy it was, and he was really grateful. Yeah. And I was like, simple kid. This is easy, this lark. I should become a teacher.
I called him a fool.
The way you said this really simple thing. He was so grateful. That's what I knew. Yeah. I can explain simple things.
Yeah. And I thought, if any more complex than this, and I'm out of the game, but it looks like I don't have to. But anyway,
that's sweet, though, genuinely. That's really nice.
And in that moment, I was like, yeah, I think I really like this. It was very wholesome.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that, and like the fact that he's referenced his unfulfilling but better paid job is such a common thing, isn't it? Because all the way through our careers, I know we spoke about it. We were like, would we have gone back to a job that was less fulfilling for slightly more money? And we were always like, I don't know. I don't think so, because the fulfillment was great. Like, it's like, why wouldn't you want that? Yeah. So it's a tough one. I think, my opinion on this person is they should do it.
Yeah,
they should just do it. Just give it a go.
I think the thing that comes to me is, money isn't everything. Money's really important. Yeah. And I really want to push back anyone who says, just follow your dreams always, and it's fine, it'll all work out. For a lot of people, it won't. You have to take the more pragmatic approach. Maybe for a lot of people in the situation, he should stay in that job for a few more years, build up some money, save a bit, and then maybe he's got some more flexibility later. Maybe. But it doesn't change the fact that fulfillment and enjoyment are huge factors in what you should do to choose your job. And I personally think that the salary of a teacher, it's not like have a salary that's terrible, but be a teacher. It's have a salary that's average.
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe above average, actually. And after a few years of doing it, you get paid a decent amount compared to the average person. It's a good amount of money. You deserve it, don't get me wrong. But it's not like saying you're on £15 an hour. Yeah. It's just not, right? Yeah. So I do think that there is a point where you say, do you know what? I can sustain myself on a teacher's wage. It's incredibly fulfilling. I personally enjoy that. Like you had that moment where you thought, I'm going to be a teacher. Very similar for me. Was in a primary school. The vibe was just good. Anyone who's been in a nice, good primary school knows that. It's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Because the kids are like sponges. They want to learn. The teachers are passionate. Everyone's helping each other, and you can make a difference. And that is so powerful. And that is the best part of teaching by an absolute mile. And I really miss that, having left teaching. Yeah. That is honestly something I can say that I really miss, is that interaction with other people, particularly the children, particularly helping them get better at something. I really miss seeing that every single day and watching them grow. It's the best part of the job ever. It doesn't mean that it comes to a point where you might think you have to go down a different route other than teaching. But I would say to this person, I'd say to you, Connor, if you really are clearly passionate about going into this computer science, if you really want to help other people, if you find it's going to be really fulfilling for you and you've done your experience in school, that's, I think, enough for me to say to you, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Because he's done the experience. He's been in the school. And yeah, I would say it's not just down to money. If it was just down to money, we'd all live different lives. I remember when I left university, I had a year between that and doing my PGCE, and I tried different things. I tried headhunting in London. I think I mentioned this to you before. Yeah. Had a week's trial, and after 2 days, I was like, I can't do this. I could have carried on calling up people and saying, I've got a C# development job for you. It's 200 grand for a 3-month contract. I had no idea what I was talking about, but it was just about securing people in jobs.
Yep.
Zero fulfillment. So boring. in a little room with 6 people. Great at their jobs, crack on. There was an ex-teacher in the office, I remember, and he was like, I've come in because it's just I live in London, I need more money. Great. All
Everyone's
these
in a
things are
different
fine.
position.
They're all in different positions. For me, I was living at home. I went into a school just to see if I liked it, primary and secondary, and I was like, I love primary school. I can teach maths. I'm going to be fulfilled. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. So, Connor, I'd say to you, from this very small interaction, sounds like you should give it a go.
Yeah. Sounds like fulfillment is important to you. So that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Do it then, because it is a fulfilling job. I know I worry that people will be like, hypocrites, you're out of the game.
No.
Yeah, we're the other end of it now.
Yeah.
But I don't regret any of it.
No.
Like I wouldn't
Did it for
change
10
it.
years.
Yeah, did it for 10 years, and a day it was never dragged.
No.
Like, other than the marking bit at the end, maybe. But like generally in the day, like the days went quick because I was enjoying myself.
There's a reason we did it for 10 years. A lot of teachers quit after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. There's a reason we stayed in it, because I loved it.
Yeah.
I really, really loved it. I just got to the point where I didn't want to continue up the progression ladder.
Our life's changed. Our life's changed a lot, and like, very much living by what you just said. We're following our passions. We're doing this more. We're doing other things. We're still in education. We're just following things we want to do.
I love how deep that conversation was, and you've been wearing that tie this whole time, and it's become normal. We're gonna have reels go out that have just you saying something really deep about how important teaching is. You're just wearing that tie.
That is so funny.
I wore that to one of my best mates' weddings.
Did you?
That tie.
Yeah. Just for context, I found this tie on the floor.
He's gonna be listening to this.
Yeah.
And they say really nice.
Yeah.
All right, it's Need Financial Planning. It's his wedding.
Is
Yeah.
it? Need financial
me going,
planning.
I actually
Wow.
wore that on my friend's wedding. It's really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
I found it on the floor.
Smells like I need financial planning. Reminds me of him. That's why I'm wearing it. That's why I feel so good wearing this.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, fantastic.
Clearly.
Yeah, but tidy up your roommate. Because it's why
That's
are there
fine.
2 ties on the floor?
Listen, because I was sorting stuff out and I don't wear ties.
Yeah, so you thought I put them here on the floor next to where we record stuff. That's about right, isn't it?
Right, last question. Did you or would you ever like to share a class? Well, I can tell you now we didn't. Would you have actually liked to have
Me
shared?
and you.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
we definitely shared
No,
a class.
me and you.
Yeah.
Because, okay, very quickly, we
Ooh.
both shared classes part-time. Best thing ever. You have to have the right partner.
with other people.
It's fantastic. But would you and I actually do well sharing a class?
I think in our first couple of years, yes.
Yeah,
I
true.
genuinely think that because we were
Tried.
we tried really hard and we shared planning and we loved that process together. I think I'd say the last 2/3 maybe of our career, particularly when we worked in the same school again, because we split off briefly and came back.
Well, you came back.
Whatever.
You came running back.
I came running back to you.
I led my own path. You followed.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's exactly how it works. I think it would have been a disaster.
Do you think disaster?
Yeah.
Do you actually think disaster? Genuinely? Do you think disaster?
Not
'Cause I do.
Okay. That's hilarious. I don't think a disaster, but I don't think it would have been the right move.
No, I think like as time went on, I streamlined and did stuff I felt like I was better at and just ignored other stuff.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, and I think for you, like we complemented our job shares in terms of I know your job share liked to do displays.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So your room looked quite nice most of the time, and it was nothing to do with you. And if you and I shared a room,
they wouldn't get done.
it would not get
Yeah,
done.
that's what I mean.
Like, so I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Just put it on the record. I'm
Yeah.
not saying you need to, but
and I think
yeah.
it would crush your ego when you realize the kids like me more. And I don't think I could handle the guilt. I don't think I could live with the guilt of knowing that I've ruined your career.
Would you just skip it over that? Would you would you like the fact you wouldn't ever see me? Genuine.
I mean, that was basically true anyway, wasn't it?
I know. I think this is what people don't understand.
Yeah.
When you work in different year groups in a 3 or 4 elementary school,
Yeah.
you might as well be your own separate
I genuinely
job.
never saw you at
No.
school. It's hilarious how me and Dylan are really good at compartmentalizing our lives. We
true.
really are. Like at school, we were both like, we're here to do our school job.
Yeah.
And that was it.
100%, yeah.
And if we were talking, it was almost definitely about something else outside, or we'd do it outside of the school day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'd just be okay with it.
It made no
Yeah.
difference, did it?
But even think about this. You're talking about sharing a class. We could go deeper with this because actually we've had a tutoring company for the last 7 years.
Oh yeah.
And there were parts of that, including literally last year,
Yeah.
where we shared a group. Like me and Dylan tutored a group between us because we couldn't commit to the full days. So we were like, okay, let's just take half each.
Yeah.
One we do 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So I did one, Dylan did one. So technically we shared in that respect. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a problem.
Yeah. Not really comparable,
So-
but yeah, sure.
I know, but we've shared things in the past where it's like it's not actually been a problem. But an entire class, I don't know. Yeah,
I think they'd be fine. They'd I tell you what, they'd make good progress.
I'd like to think so.
They would.
I'd like to think so.
They would. We wouldn't have someone having our back necessarily. Covering up. My job share, can I just say, Amy was the best possible job share I could have asked for. Genuinely,
Yeah.
because we were on the same wavelength with a lot of
Mm.
stuff, and she knew what I was like, and I knew what she was like, genuinely. And yeah, there was a lot of times where we could just mess each other outside of school. It wouldn't be a bother, it wouldn't be like awkward or anything like that. But we didn't ever do it more than we had to.
Yeah.
Like there were times genuinely where it was like, I've really honestly not got anything to say to you right now, and that's okay, and crack on.
Mm.
And then maybe she'll send me a debrief end of the week, or I'll talk to her about planning and stuff. But yeah, finding the right job share is vital for it to work.
We were so lucky. We really were, because I can say the exact same for Julie, my job share. Like, we just got on so well. It was so easy and seamless. And I know from speaking to other people, friends of ours, that it doesn't always work, job shares. Like, sometimes you really clash and it doesn't work at all. So yeah, we were definitely super lucky. Have we ever shared though? No, we've never job shared. Not sure we would.
Nah.
No.
Just because I don't like you.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah. I wouldn't share anything with you.
Don't share a podcast, that's
No.
for sure.
I wouldn't even share your tie. You know?
He's not mine. So yeah, I need financial planners. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
He gifted that to me, and I really look after it.
Yeah, clearly it was, dirty on your floor.
Right, that is enough for this week, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a review wherever you listen to this podcast. Join the WhatsApp community down below. Over to you, Hayden, for a final word.
Always wear a tie.